Get ready for a massive weekend of speed and strategy as the Miami Grand Prix roars to life. After a 5-week break, the F1 season ignites with a completely refreshed grid, and everyone's asking, can Kimi Antonelli and George Russell hold onto their championship lead? Andrea Stella confirms McLaren's cars have been rebuilt from the ground up, and whispers suggest every other team is bringing game-changing upgrades to Miami. With a sprint race shaking things up, only one practice session stands between drivers and the intense competition. Don't miss a single lap of the Miami Grand Prix. Find out how to watch the F1 action live from anywhere in the world. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our full race breakdown.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALAN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Meanwhile, the debate over F1's future is heating up as George Russell fiercely defends the sport's current regulations, even as new tweaks are introduced for Miami. Russell pushes back against calls for a return to the past, arguing that while older cars were cool, they lacked the exciting racing we see today. He insists that the FIA and F1 aren't making mistakes and that the fans are loving the current spectacle. Get the inside scoop on Russell's bold defense of modern Formula One and what it means for the sport's evolution. But is the competition as clear-cut as Russell believes? We're hearing that the improvements made by McLaren and Ferrari this season have been pretty surprising and could shake up the established order. Could these advancements shift the balance of power and challenge the dominance we've seen so far? We're digging deep into what these surprise improvements mean for the rest of the season. And the drama doesn't stop there. Former F1 star Juan Pablo Montoya believes Oscar Piastri could be the dark horse at the Miami Grand Prix, potentially forcing top teams like Mercedes to make difficult decisions. Montoya suggests Piastri might spoil the party and even force a sacrifice of a key driver to secure a win. Will Piastri live up to the hype and challenge for the podium, or will Mercedes maintain their grip on the season? You've got to see our full analysis. Like, share, and subscribe for all the breaking F1 news. The 2026 Miami Grand Prix is poised to be a dramatic season opener, with a 5-week moratorium allowing rivals to completely overhaul their cars. Mercedes' previously dominant position is under threat, as Kimi Antonelli and George Russell, though still leading the championship by a slim margin, face intense pressure from a resurgent field. Andrea Stella has confirmed McLaren has rebuilt their cars from scratch, and it's widely understood that all other teams have made significant upgrades. This weekend's race is further complicated by the inclusion of a sprint event, meaning drivers have only one practice session to adapt to the extensive car modifications. The extended 90-minute practice session aims to mitigate this challenge. Antonelli's recent back-to-back wins from pole have jolted Russell, who had appeared complacent after a strong start. Signs in Japan suggest McLaren, with potential upgrades from Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, could seriously challenge Russell's early season momentum. Fans can catch the action live from anywhere in the world. For those abroad, a VPN is recommended to access geo-restricted streams. Free options include ORF in Austria, RTL Play in Luxembourg, and RTBF Ovio in Belgium. NordVPN is suggested for its affordability and reliability. In the UK, Sky Q, Sky Glass, and Skystream offer 4K viewing with an Ultra HD package. F1 TV Pro provides ad-free HD coverage in over 188 countries, excluding the UK. In the US, Apple TV is broadcasting the race, with free practice sessions all season. Kayo Sports and Foxtel in Australia will air the Grand Prix. The schedule for the Miami Grand Prix includes Practice 1 and Sprint qualifying on Friday, the Sprint on Saturday, and the main Grand Prix on Sunday. Times are provided in BST, ET, PT, and AEST. George Russell has fiercely defended Formula One's current regulations amidst a heated debate over the sport's identity, pushing back against calls for a return to past eras. Speaking in Miami, Russell argued that while a return to V8 engines and lighter cars might seem appealing, The glory days of Formula One 20 years ago were characterized by a severe lack of overtaking. He asserted that the sport's governing bodies, F1 and the FIA, are not idiots and are making informed decisions that are currently producing exciting racing, as evidenced by the enthusiastic fan reception. Russell highlighted the recent tweaks to the regulations, implemented for the Miami Grand Prix, which he believes have effectively addressed key driver concerns such as left-hand coast on qualifying laps, excessive speed loss at the end of straights, and reduced closing speeds during overtakes. He suggested that some proposed changes, like a significant reduction in engine power, would be akin to racing in Formula 2. Russell's outspoken support for the current direction, particularly coming from a position of Mercedes' early season dominance, positions him as a staunch advocate for evolution over nostalgia, even as he acknowledges potential discontent from teams further down the grid. The Miami Grand Prix will serve as a crucial test for the revised rules and Russell's confidence in them, with the potential for renewed backlash should the racing fail to deliver. In a candid assessment, Mercedes driver George Russell has expressed significant surprise at the rapid advancements made by McLaren and Ferrari in the current Formula One season. Speaking to Sky Sports, Russell described the progress of these rival teams as pretty surprising, highlighting the competitive shake-up that has ensued. This observation comes as the paddock gears up for its next major event, with anticipation building around how the established frontrunners will respond to this unexpected surge in performance from their competitors. Formula One circles are buzzing with speculation ahead of the Miami Grand Prix, as former F1 star Juan Pablo Montoya suggests McLaren's Oscar Piastri could be a major disruptor, potentially forcing a top team to make strategic sacrifices. Despite a challenging start to the season for the Australian driver, including a pre-race crash in Melbourne and an electrical issue in China, Montoya believes Piastri has the potential to challenge the dominant Mercedes and Ferrari lineups. Speaking to AS Colombia, Montoya posited that Piastri's presence could create a difficult situation for Mercedes, forcing them to sacrifice either George Russell or Kimi Antonelli to secure victory. If anyone can be close there, it could be Piastri, and he could spoil the party, Montoya stated, highlighting the strategic quandary such a scenario would present. McLaren, aiming to ignite their season after an April hiatus, will be eager to see if Piastri can indeed upset the established order in Miami. Montoya, a respected figure in the sport with 7 wins and 30 podiums during his own F1 career, clearly believes Piastri is a dark horse capable of shaking up the championship narrative.